Hi, this is Rush from TW White & Sons Mazda, and today I'm here to show you our 74 plate Mazda 3. This vehicle, as you can see, is a hatchback vehicle. It is petrol, automatic. It is Mazda's latest engine and model, so it's the 2025 Mazda 3. It is a 2.5 engine, but don't worry about it, it is 140 brake horsepower. So if you're thinking that, you know, your insurance is going to be really high, or it's going to be you know, this sort of rocket ship of a vehicle, it's not. It's 140 PS, so it's what you would maybe find in in the other manufacturers, like 1.6, 1.8, 2 litre. But Mazda have just done this. It basically helps with the reliability of the engine. It also helps with the performance, and then also helps with getting the CO2 emissions down and just making it more efficient as well. So yeah, like I say, in terms of insurance purposes, it's 140 PS, which, yeah, is similar to what you would normally find in a 1.6 sort of vehicle. In terms of specification, this is the Homura specification, which sort of sits bang in the middle of the Mazda range, but you'll see later on when I go through some of the spec that it has got a lot of technology on it. With the Homura, you do get sort of cosmetic differences, so it's like the black alloys and the black wing mirror caps. This exterior colour is called ceramic. It's a really nice colour actually. When we have it sort of in our showroom, we tend to sell a lot of it. It's like a whitey silver, which is really nice, because I think a lot of people do sort of like those sort of traditional white and silver cars, but actually it's just not quite popular anymore. So this is a nice in between, and it reflects nicely depending on sort of what sort of light is hitting it. This vehicle is our demonstrator vehicle, so it's what we currently use for you know, test drives for people that are looking to buy a new Mazda 3. So with it being a demonstrator vehicle, in terms of the condition, it will be like new, so you don't have to worry about any damage on the vehicle or anything like that. It is like new. The vehicle will also come with its balance of manufacturer's warranty, so included in that you'll also get your breakdown cover, which is Home Start UK or Europe, and you also get courtesy car included in that as well. I won't really touch too much on the condition, because as I sort of already mentioned, it will be like new. So what we'll do is I'll just show you a few little bits of the specs. So like at the front, we've got front parking sensors. The wing mirrors are power folding, so when you lock and unlock it, they'll automatically fold in and out. We've got keyless entry on both front door handles. And then as we come around to the rear, we've got rear parking sensors, and you've also got a reversing camera under there. Open up the boot. So with the Mazda 3, really good sized boot. You've got good width and you've got good depth to it. You've also got a little bit of extra storage just hidden away under here, and then you've got the 60-40 split on those rear seats, which will fold down if you want a bit more space. So you can see here SKYACTIV-G engine, which is the, like I said, the 2.5, and then the E part is because the vehicle is mild hybrid, so it won't run on electric power, but it has a battery which stores energy when you brake and decelerate, and then that just helps the fuel consumption on the vehicle and also the performance of the vehicle. In terms of interior, so it has black cloth upholstery, and then a feature of the Homura is this red stitching, which I think just ties it in all really well. It continues from the seats, the dash, the doors, and yeah, just adds a bit more to the vehicle. In terms of space in the back, you can easily get 3 adults across the back. The driver's seat is pretty much as far back as it goes. The other one is sort of a more normal position, so you can see there's good leg room and good headroom. In terms of the front, as I mentioned earlier on, you've got the power folding wing mirrors. The electric adjustment for them is just here, and all windows are electric. A couple of buttons down here. Turn off your iStop, turn off your traction control, turn off your sensors, and then turn off your speed alerts. So all vehicles now have to have speed alerts, but you can turn that off nice and easily if you wanted to do so from pushing that button there. Right, let me just get into the vehicle, turn that down. So starting off up here, this is the active driving display. Really good feature. If you haven't driven a vehicle with this before, then I highly recommend trying it out. Basically it shows really sort of key information. So currently it's got speed we're going at and the traffic sign recognition. The vehicle's got blind spot monitoring, so your wing mirrors will highlight if someone's in your blind spot, but you'll also get indicated here if someone is in your blind spot. It'll also put your turn-by-turn display for your navigation on there, and you can also go into the settings and change the height, the brightness, all the information that is displayed through there. So yeah, really good feature. We've got automatic wipers, automatic lights, speed limiter and radar cruise control, so you can set the cruise control to 70. If the car in front of you starts to slow down, this vehicle will automatically slow down for you. When that distance increases again, it will go back up to the speed you've set it at. So it just means if you're doing like a long motorway drive, just makes it a little bit easier for you. Left hand side of the steering wheel is all your sort of audio controls, so your volume, change your track, radio station, source, Bluetooth controls, voice commands, and then info just changes the bit in the centre there. Got a nice big leather armrest, and if we open that up, you've just got your charging points along here, and then obviously a nice bit of storage here with a little divider which you can move about if you wanted to do so. We've got an electric parking brake with the auto hold feature, and then these are your controllers for your infotainment system. So you've got like your shortcut buttons around here, you have volume here as well, favourites, and then to navigate through, you just spin this and then select or shift it. Sport mode, and you can tell it's on because it just displays sport just there. And then in terms of selector, nice and easy, park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then you can pop it across the manual and shift manually from here if you wanted to do so. I'll pop it back into reverse though. So as I mentioned earlier on, it's got front and rear sensors and rear camera. As you can see here, that's the rear camera. Really good clear image, and it's always nice when you can see the rear or the back of, you know, the bottom of your rear bumper, because it means you can be very sort of precise with the parking. For the front parking sensors, this image here just goes all the way across the screen, and then not only will you have the sensors beeping, but these boxes highlight so you can have a sort of visual representation of how close you are getting to something. We've got cup holders, and then we've also got a wireless charging pad just down there. Pop it back into park. Dual climate control, so you can have one side hotter than the other if you wanted to do so, or just sync it up with the driver. And then all your usual bits, air conditioning, changing where the air comes out. You've got heated wing mirrors and rear windscreen, and then both seats are heated, and it's a 3-stage heating system. Infotainment system, so this is your home screen. As you can see on the right hand side, it has got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, so it can mirror some of the apps onto your from your phone onto the screen. So good for things like Google Maps, Waze, Spotify. It will read your text messages. If you've got an iPhone, you can use the Siri feature, all those sort of good things. So yeah, just can make things a little bit easier for you. Informations, if you want to look at how the vehicle's performing in a bit more detail. Entertainment, just all your radio, so FM, AM, DAB, and then you've got USB, all through there, Bluetooth, and then communication. So that is for your Bluetooth. So obviously not only can you connect your phone via Bluetooth for your audio, but it means you can make and receive phone calls all hands-free. Navigation, so it's nice to still have the option, because a lot of manufacturers are taking away navigation now. So if you haven't got Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, if you're not wanting to use it, then you are still covered with the Mazda system through here. And then lastly, we've got the vehicle settings. So in vehicle displays, that's where you'll find that active driving display that I showed you earlier on. Sound settings, safety settings. Vehicle has got a lot of safety features, and it's nice that you can go into here and sort of customize them if you want to make them less or more reactive. Some sort of general vehicle settings, connectivity settings for things like your CarPlay and all that, and then just some sort of generic system settings. So I think that is pretty much everything in here. Let me just finish up outside the car. So there we have it. There is our Mazda 3 Homura. As I mentioned, it is our demonstrator vehicle, so please do just double check the mileage with us. We do try and keep it up to date, but obviously with it being used every now and then for test drives and things like that, the mileage might be slightly higher than what is advertised, but so do double check that with us. In terms of this vehicle, we offer finance on this vehicle, and as it is under 1 year old, it does come with a lower APR percentage as well. So yeah, we can do PCP or HP with that. We take all vehicles in part exchange, even if it's not a Mazda or not something that we would sell here ourselves, we'll still give you a very competitive price for that vehicle. And we can also discuss delivery. So if you're not local to us, don't worry, just give us a call and we can discuss the different options for that. But if you have any questions about this vehicle, if you'd like to make an appointment to come and view and test drive it, please do give us a call and we'll be happy to help. Thank you very much.